Listen to the music, it sounds like it's from Sonic Adventure. Chicken. And sushi.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air.
Good morning, world. I'm Adam Boehm, and today I'm doing my first ever Q&A video. I asked my subscribers to give me some questions that they want me to answer, and you guys gave some amazing questions, so I'm going to put a lot of thought into them, answer them as best as I can, and we'll go around Nagasaki today and just explore a bit. So it's gonna be really fun, and I can't wait to share this video with you. So you're watching it right now. Alright, let's go. But first I have to teach a couple elementary school classes until lunchtime. Alright, so class is over and the weekend is here. I'm just leaving Hamanomachi, which is like a shopping street. I come here pretty often, but I've never made a video here before. I'm going to the Riverwalk right now and I'm going to answer the first couple questions, so see you there. I don't know why I chose one of the coldest weekends to do this, but still there's no snow, so I can definitely do it. Eri Imamura asks, what was your biggest culture shock in Japan? Also, is there any Japanese cultural thing that you can't accept, even though you visited Japan multiple times? Well, it's been over 4 years since my first trip here, but when I got off the plane at the airport in Tokyo, I accidentally bumped into someone, and I said sorry, and the other person said gomen nasai. And that's when I realized I'm not in an English-speaking country. Like, that's when it really hit me. Even though I had been studying Japanese a bit, it didn't hit me until that moment. And as far as reverse culture shock is concerned, I bowed to the Walmart greeter once, which was pretty interesting. Oh, and for cultural things that I can't accept, I really don't feel like I have the right to go to someone else's country and say you have to do things this way or you should do things this way. But it is annoying that with my forearm tattoo I can't go to the public hot springs or public baths and experience that without covering it up. So, I don't know. It's just annoying, but I understand it and I accept it. Moving on. I don't have the question right here, but Stephen Heil essentially asked what things I prefer about Japan and what things I prefer about America. Like the scene I just shot there, I feel safe with all of my belongings. I don't feel like my things are going to be stolen. I'm not worried about losing expensive items. I also like karaoke and the public transportation system here. As far as karaoke is concerned, in the US, you just go to bars and sing in front of strangers. Here, you get your own private room with your friends, and it's a lot of fun. I haven't done it recently, but it's always a good time.
You can rob me and spit in my eye. So you think you can love me and leave me to die?
Oh, baby. And things I prefer in the US. My family's there, my beautiful beagles are there. That's about it. I miss cheese curds and tacos and burritos. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I really miss about being home. Another thing that I prefer about Japan is the availability of vending machines. There's one right behind me there, and 2 more vending machines right there. This city is so beautiful. It's December 7th. I'm still not wearing a jacket. There's no snow. And it feels just like a chilly fall day today. This is the coldest it's been. My hands are pretty cold, but overall, I'm feeling fine, and I'm going home to snow in a week and a half. But at least my dogs will be there. Alright, so behind me is a Daiso. That is essentially your $1 shop. Everything is 100 yen unless marked otherwise, but it's usually not more than 200 or 300 at the most. Alright, I think it's time to get a little more serious about answering these questions now. Dylan Chekowitz asks, how have these trips improved your Japanese studies / fluency, even whilst teaching and using English? Well, in school, my listening comprehension improves because I hear the students talking in Japanese, and I can pick up quite a bit of it now, so my listening comprehension is definitely better. As far as speaking is concerned, I had a host family for 3 weeks in June. I visit them from time to time, and it's a perfect opportunity to practice Japanese since they do not use English with me too often, so it is really nice to spend time with them. So other than that, I have less time to actually study while I'm here, but when I'm at home in America, I'll have more time to study, but less time to practice, so I don't know which is better right now. Chris from Hey Freshman has a few questions. Question 1, are you going to try and live and work in Japan someday in the near future? I think so, yeah. That's why I'm going to school, continuing for a bachelor's degree even though I have an associate degree right now. Number 2, what is a daily custom the Japanese do that US people would find odd? Well, I'm trying to think of things, and the only thing that really comes to mind is the bath water. They fill the bathtub and everyone in the family will bathe using the same water. However, bathe might not be the right word because it's not an alternative to the shower. Everyone takes a shower first and then relaxes in the tub, but they don't change the water after each person. I don't know, maybe you find that odd if you're in the US, maybe not. Number 3, did you ever experience an earthquake while you were over there? And no, I haven't. But I have experienced a couple typhoons in the summer. One of them was pretty bad and they canceled school for the entire day. And my friends and I had to stock up on food the night ahead of time. I do not have B-roll footage because I did not think it would be appropriate to record footage where someone's life could be in danger. So, no B-roll footage, we just had a LAN party and played video games on our computers in the kitchen. I think we played Risk of Rain, which is kind of ironic now that I think about it. Question 4. Did you ever get that mail I sent you? Yes, I did. Thank you so much. I really appreciated it. I got it one day after Thanksgiving. Mason from Masonide says, what's your favorite video project you've ever worked on? Do you have any big projects you want to work on for the future? What would your ideal vision for this channel be? Travel around world vlogs, Japan focus, etc. Well, let's talk about my favorite video I've ever worked on. I start to dislike a lot of projects that I do once I become a better content creator, but right now my favorite video is my Finding My Purpose 90 Days in Japan video. It was really fun to edit, put a story together, and share everything that I did over 3 months in a little over 3 minutes. It was really pretty cool. And do you have any big projects you want to work on for the future? Yes, not all of them are YouTube related, and some of them will bring me back to Japan, possibly like a month or 2 from now. So that's pretty exciting too. More on that later, hopefully. What would your ideal vision for this channel be? I do want to focus on Japan, but I have 6 passport stamps for Japan and nowhere else. I want to visit South Korea and France and anywhere in Europe and Canada would be pretty great. So I want to see more of the world before I settle down here in Japan, but it's looking like my next trip might be Japan as well. Dylan Overhouse says, I'm interested in the food. Tell me about your favorite food that you miss when you come back home, and if you're a fan of sushi, compare the sushi from America with the sushi out there. And don't forget to compare wasabi. Well, I don't really like wasabi. I already talked about my favorite foods back home. Cheese curds, tacos, burritos. But as far as sushi is concerned, good restaurant sushi in America. It's right here. It's good sushi, right? Yeah, I like it. But grocery store sushi in Japan is still a little bit better, in my opinion. And restaurant sushi in Japan is out of the frame. It's so good. You really have to come here and try it for yourself, man. Seriously, just come to Japan, visit me, I'm gonna be here quite a bit. Sam Brinks asks, what's the food like in Japan? Is it what people expect stereotypically? What's the strangest thing you dared trying to eat? Well, people don't eat sushi every day, if that's what you're thinking, but rice is very common. People eat rice pretty much every day. Rice and miso soup are basically your toast and eggs for breakfast in America. And the strangest things I dared trying to eat. I ate a fish that had head and eyes still visible. I took it out of a bag like a potato chip and ate it face first. It was kind of odd. I didn't really like it, but I didn't dislike it either, if that makes sense. It was just okay, I'm not going to try it again. And finally, Riley Sweeney says, When you're a foreigner living in another country for an extended period of time, how do you deal with the pressures and expectations put on you? It's clear from my experience your status as being an outsider or gaijin. You can't really fight this status, but you can react to it while still being yourself. How do you handle this experience? Is it a struggle, or does the passion make it easier? I would definitely say the passion makes it easier. Just be yourself, be open-minded, learn new things, and enjoy your time in a different country, because it really is an eye-opening experience. It made me a better person. I had a very small town view before I came to Japan the first time, and I changed quite a bit and became a better person. I think having a broader view on the world is certainly important these days, so travel if you can, explore, see the world, and become a more well-rounded individual person. That's pretty much all I have to say. That's all of the questions for today, so thank you so much everyone who submitted questions. Maybe I'll do something like this again in the future if we ever get to, say, 500 subscribers. Maybe we'll do another Q&A then. But until then, take care, and I will see you later. Bye, world. See you in America.
And now there's something in